Hey soulmates, welcome to my channel. To my old and new subscribers, I want to say a big thank you. If you're new here, I create fashion magic, so stay tuned. If you want to learn easy tips and tricks on how to bead on the sleeves of illusion nets, kindly watch till the end. We will not be using the tambo hook for the beading, neither will we be using a mannequin hand. We are going to be beading on a flat surface. Now, hold on. I know you will say Neda has come with flat surface beading and, flat surface work, but wait, let me show you how I do mine. I will be showing you how I achieved the beading on the sleeve of my client's dress from the beginning of this tutorial. So you would fold your sleeve block into two like so to get the center crease line, and then you would open it up, grab your ruler, and then, draw a line along the center crease line. Next, you will determine the distance you would want between your straight line beading. For me, I used 1 inch. You can decide, whatever distance you would like to use for your straight line design. And note, this tutorial doesn't just apply to straight line beading. You can do anything you want. All you need to do is, just draw your pattern, your beading pattern on your sleeve block. The good thing is that, it's illusion net. So you're going to see through the illusion net. You can even use a marker or a felt pen or something dark, a dark pen or something, so you can see through properly. So if you want a spiral design on the sleeve, you can do that. If you want any design, basically, if you want strokes, anything you want, you can do on the paper. The reason I prefer this method is because it helps me visualize what the end results will look like. So from drawing on the sleeve block, I already have a, pictorial representation of what it will look like when I'm done. So these are the materials. This is skin illusion net. For the skin illusion net, you want to use one that looks like this with tiny holes and the one that matches your skin tone like so. Then you would need a sellotape. I know, I will show you what you use it for. You need scissors, you need your beads. I used broken beads for this. You need your invisible thread, and then you need your beading needle. From the video, you would notice I used silver studs. I don't know what it's called. Some people call it claw stones, some people call it stud, but yeah, that's what I used. And then you will need a container to pour in your beads for the beading procedure. So you can use rice beads, but I'm using broken beads for this. This is a closer view. You want to spread your skin illusion net over your sleeve block like so. You'd use your pins to hold the illusion net apart so it's flat. This is me threading my needle, but I noticed it wasn't clear enough, so I used the black thread. Notice that one side of the thread is longer than the other one. I didn't knot the both of them together. So this is how you want to knot your thread for illusion nets, because you do not want your thread to unravel after all the hard work of beading. So you twist it like so and then create a knot like so. And then you'd cut off the thread like this. Remember, I'm knotting just one side of the thread, not both, because you want your invisible thread to be as thin as possible on the illusion net. This is the proper way to create a knot on your illusion net to begin the beading procedure. I created the knot the way I did just so it wouldn't pass through the illusion net. So you'd pass your needle through like so and then put it through the hoop and then you drag. You do this 3 times just to secure your knots. Like I said, you do not want your beading to unravel after you are done. So this secures it, because when the client or when you wear the dress, the illusion net, it would, spread out, it will drag. And when that happens, if your knots are not tied properly, then it's going to unravel. Confirm that it's secure enough, and then you can start beading. So this is just showing you the procedure on the illusion net with the actual invisible thread. So this is another thing I see people doing. They will do this until, see, I got just one, and then I did it again, and I even lost the one. So no, that's not how I do mine. So this is where the sellotape comes in. I wrap it around my finger, and I use it like a magnet. It works like a magnet to just, hold up my beads so I can pick. I can actually see what I'm picking, because I don't want to be surprised. I would chook my needle into the bowl, into the beads, and then whatever comes out is, what I get. But I like to count my beads and, stick to that amount of beads that I carry. So this is how I wrap the sellotape around my finger, just so the sticky end is outside, yeah. And then I'll grab my bowl that has the beads in them and then stick my finger into it, and see, my beads are there, just at my beck and call. When you are picking your beads, you do not want to pick a lot of them. Like, I tried to, for this kind of beading, I used about 5 beads on my needle. I do this to avoid any form of sagging. So I just pick about 5, depending on what you're doing. But this is illusion net, so pull your thread to be on the line, and then use your needle to arrange them, and then you pierce your needle backwards by the side as close as possible to the beads. Then you go through the last bead. You do this to avoid the space between the intervals showing, because we're going to pick another set of beads and then we're going to continue the procedure. So by doing this, the space between the sets of beads would not show. It won't be visible at all. You will continue this procedure until you have achieved your desired length, like where you want to stop. And then if you notice, I didn't start from the beginning of the sleeve, the cap sleeve, because you want to leave space for the joining of the sleeve to the fabric. So that's why I left about, sometimes I leave 1/2 inch, sometimes I leave 0.75. That's because I would like a seamless, attaching. I wouldn't want the needle to climb on any bead or for the needles to break. So look at this. You can, if you notice, there is no space between them, even though we took them 5 by 5. next thing for you to do will be when you get to the end of your beading procedure, you will knot it, and you will knot it the same way that you started the beading. You would pass your needle through the illusion net. You create the knot by passing the needle through the loop. You do that 3 times, just so you're sure that your beading is secure. Like I said, you do not want your beads to unravel after all the hard work of beading. So if you notice, the beading is going according to the orientation of the straight line. It's on the straight line, just as I drew it on the sleeve block. Lastly, after you join your sleeves, you can put a bottle in between the sleeves to avoid sewing the other side of the sleeve down alongside the top layer, just to hold them apart. And voila, that's the result. I really enjoyed making this. You can achieve this for any pattern whatsoever that you would like to do on your illusion net sleeve. Like I said, do it 3 times just to secure your beads, just so it doesn't scatter. I used this beading procedure to create the beading pattern on the dress from my previous post. If you found this video helpful, kindly like, share, and subscribe. Bye.